Bagi banyak turis asing, khususnya mereka yang datang dari Amerika Serikat, Indonesia awalnya hanyalah destinasi wisata tropis dengan pantai indah dan budaya eksotis. Namun setelah beberapa hari tinggal, perhatian mereka justru tertuju pada satu hal yang tidak pernah mereka duga sebelumnya, yaitu kualitas makanannya yang begitu di luar nalar. Bukan soal restoran mahal atau tempat fine dining, melainkan makanan sederhana yang bisa ditemukan di warung pinggir jalan, pasar tradisional, hingga rumah makan kecil. Semakin lama tinggal di Indonesia, semakin besar pula culture shock yang dialami turis asing. Mereka terbiasa hidup di negara di mana makanan instan, makanan beku, dan produk ultra proses mendominasi rak supermarket. Di Indonesia, mereka justru melihat pemandangan yang sebaliknya.
What's been the biggest culture shock living in Bali?
How good the food is. It's just all good. Ingredients are good, it's fresh and it's very inexpensive and it's abundant. The plates, even if you're at a basic place, you look at the plate that comes, it looks so beautiful. LA's everything is so salty and fatty and greasy and it's put together terribly.
Di sisi lain, pengalaman di Indonesia membuat para turis asing mulai mengkritisi kualitas makanan di Amerika. Mereka mulai membandingkan kembali apa yang mereka makan selama ini. Dan hasilnya membuat banyak dari mereka merasa kecewa. Makanan di Amerika dianggap terlalu banyak diproses, syarat gula, garam, dan bahan tambahan, namun minim nilai gizi.
If you want to hear a scary and interesting story, watch this video. My wife and I, we just got back from our trip to Brazil. We were there for 3 weeks, and she's from Brazil originally, so we went to go visit her family. Now, prior to the trip, we cut out eating rice and like potato chips and things like that. We used to eat something crunchy with like every single meal. And we used to eat rice almost every single meal. Cut that out for like 3 months, lost weight, went to Brazil. And once we got to Brazil, we ate so much food all the time. Now, here's the interesting part. We have been back for 3 days. We landed on Wednesday at 7 a.m. The first thing we got, since we've been gone, our fridge was empty, our house was empty. The first thing we got was breakfast. We just ordered Uber Eats from this diner down the street. Fake eggs, crappy ass hash browns, sausage links, whatever. Just to put food in our stomachs while we were home until we figured out groceries and everything. I got some shredded beef from Trader Joe's, peppers, onions, tomatoes, cooked up some food the last couple of days. Even used some of like the stock freezer food that you can just pop real quickly and easy. There was like raviolis and meatballs from Trader Joe's. 24 hours after we were in LA, we woke up the next day and we had the worst headaches ever for hours. Feeling sluggish, feeling tired. We know jet lag. This was not jet lag. I can't even fathom the fact that I was able to consume as much food and a variety of different foods, from sweets to drinking guarana and Coke Zeros over there to eating as much as we want, just to coming back here for 1 day to the United States and eating the food that we ate, both home cooked and ordered. Fucking Amazon. And we both felt as shitty as we felt in 24 hours. Yeah, this country's food, no bueno, dude.
Beberapa turis secara terbuka mengakui bahwa di Amerika, makanan sehat seringkali menjadi barang mewah. Sayur dan buah segar berharga mahal, sementara makanan cepat saji dan ultraproses justru lebih murah dan mudah diakses. Kondisi ini membuat banyak warga Amerika, terutama dari kelas menengah ke bawah, terjebak dalam pola makan yang buruk tanpa benar-benar memiliki pilihan lain. Gak jarang ada pula yang belak-belakan hingga sebut makanan di Amerika itu sangat beracun.
So I'm at Target shopping for yogurts, and I look at this yogurt, listen to these ingredients. Non-fat milk, cultured pasteurized milk, whey protein, non-fat milk, contains 2% of sunflower oil, which is a seed oil, erythritol, carrageenan, sucralose, and natural flavor, which is actually not natural at all. Everything is poison. Don't buy that.
Bisa terlihat dalam video ketika melihat warga Amerika menyebut kalau makanan di sana sangat beracun. Tentu sudah menggambarkan secara jelas tentang betapa buruknya kualitas makanan di sana. Ketika dibandingkan dengan Indonesia, kontrasnya terasa semakin tajam. Di Indonesia, makanan sehat justru menjadi pilihan paling mudah dan paling murah. Hal ini membuat turis asing merasa seperti selama ini mereka hidup dalam sistem yang salah. Tidak sedikit yang mengatakan bahwa kualitas makanan di Amerika justru terasa palsu, mengenyangkan sesaat tetapi tidak memberi manfaat jangka panjang bagi tubuh. Tentu kita sangat bangga. Indonesia dengan segala kesederhanaannya justru menawarkan sesuatu yang mahal nilainya di dunia modern saat ini. Makanan segar, alami, terjangkau dan dimasak dengan sentuhan manusia, bukan mesin industri. Inilah yang membuat banyak turis asing menyebut kualitas makanan di Indonesia terasa ribuan kali lebih sehat.